Hello everyone, welcome to our online class. So in this class we will discuss few problems on binomial, Poisson and normal distributions. Okay, so in lower classes I explained definition of binomial distribution, definition of Poisson distribution, definition of normal distribution and their mean, variance and MGF and all, right? Now in this class we'll solve a few problems on these topics. See the first problem, 20% of items produced from a factory are defective. Find probability that find the probability that in a sample of 5 selected at random, so what is the probability we need? None is defective, 1 is defective and between 1 and 4, right? Understand here. So in one factory, how many items are defective? Their total output 20% are defective, correct? Then what is asking here, if we select 5 items, in that none is defective. For that none is defective, you need to calculate probability. For 1 is defective, what is the probability? For x value is between 1 and 4, what is the probability he is asking, correct? So how to solve this one? First of all, what he gave here, probability of defective items, correct? He gave here probability of defective, small p is equal to how much he gave here? 20%, 20 by 100, correct? Sample size, how many we selected? Sample size n is equal to 5. Sample size n is equal to 5. Then what is q value, q is equal to 1 minus p. 1 minus 20 by 100 will give you 80 by 100. 1 minus 20 by 100 will give you 80 by 100, correct? Now what we need, first bit, what we have n value, we have p value, we have q value. What is first bit, probability for none is defective. Probability for none is defective. If I take x is a defective items, so none is defective is what? X is equal to 0. What is formula? NCX p power x q power n minus x, correct? This is the binomial distribution formula. N is what? 5, c, x is what? 0, p is what? 20 by 100 power x, it is not r. You can take r. If you take r here, then take r. If you take x here, then take x. P power x is what? P power x. P is what? 20 by 100. X is 0. Q is what? 80 by 100 whole power n. N is what? 5 minus 0. So what I get here? 5c0 is 1. Anything power 0 is 1. So I get here 8 by 10 power 5. That is 0.8 power 5. Take the calculator and simplify it. Understood? Next, what is the next second bit he is asking? He is asking 1 is defective. What is asking? 1 is defective. So p of x is equal to 1. P of x is equal to 1 you have to take, right? So p of x is equal to 1. What is the formula? NC1, 5C1, p power 1. What is p here? 20 by 100 power 1. What is q here? 80 by 100 power 5 minus 1. So 5c1 is how much, 5. 20 by 100 into 80 by 100 whole power 4. So 1 0 got cancelled. 5 20s. So 20 cancel. So 0.8 whole power 4 I am getting. 0.8 whole power 4 we are getting, correct? Next one, what is third bit is asking? P of 1 is less than x is less than 4. P of 1 is less than x is less than 4. How many cases are possible, P of 1 is less than x, x is less than 4 means P of x is equal to 2, P of x is equal to 3 plus P of x is equal, that's it, no? Only 2 and 3 will come, right? Only 2 and 3 will come. What is 2 formula? So NC2, 5C2, P value is how much? 20 by 100 whole square and 80 by 100. 5 minus 2 is how much? 3. So 5C3, 20 by 100 whole cube, 80 by 100 whole square. Take the calculator and solve it. You will get the answer. Like this, you need to solve this binomial distribution. To solve the binomial distribution, what we need? We need p value, we need n value and we need q value. So using the formula, you can find the given probabilities, required probabilities. Okay, so let us solve one more problem. See the next problem. The probability that a man hitting a target is 1 by 3. What he gave here? The probability that a man hitting a target is 1 by 3. If he fires 6 times, find the probability that he hits exactly 1 time, at least 2 times, and at most 5 times. Very, very important problem, this one also. Okay. So what he gave here, first of all, see here, solution like previous problem, given probability of hitting a target, correct? Probability. What is probability he gave here? Probability of hitting a target, P is equal to 1 by 3, right? What is Q value ma? 1 minus P. So 1 minus 1 by 3 is what? 2 by 3, not hitting a target. Sample size N is equal to how much here? 6 times he tried. How many times he tried ma? 6 times he tried, correct? N is equal to 6. So what is the first case here? What he's asking here? Probability of exactly hitting a target exactly once. So P of x is equal to 1. What is the formula? NCX, P power x, P power x, and Q power n minus x, correct? N is what? 6 Cx, P is what? 1 by 3 power 1, Q is what? 2 by 3 power 6 minus 1. 6C1 is 6 ma into 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 whole power 5. Take the calculator and solve it. Second case, at least how many times? At least 2 times. At least 2 times means minimum how many ma? 2. Minimum how many? 2, and maximum it can be 6 times. Minimum 2 and maximum how many ma? 6 times. That means how to solve this one? You need to start from 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, correct? Like this you have to find. Otherwise, or simply you can write like this: 1 minus P of x is equal to 0 minus P of x is equal to 1. For total probability is how much? 1? No. From 1, if you subtract P of x is equal to 0 and P of x is equal to 1, also you will get the same answer ma, correct? So whichever you feel easy, try that one. So calculating here so many values, instead of calculating these so many values, simply you can subtract these two values from 1. So 1 minus, if I take minus common, otherwise you can write like this also. Okay, P of x is equal to 0 is what? 6C0, P is what? 1 by 3 power 0, Q is what? 2 by 3 power 6 minus 0 plus 6C1, 1 by 3 power 1, 2 by 3 power 6 minus 1, right? So take the calculator and simplify it, we'll get the answer 0.2099. 2099 we got. Take the calculator and solve it. What is the next bit? He's asking at most 5. Maximum how much ma? 5. So P of x is less than or equal to 5. P of x is less than or equal to 5. That means you need to start from how much? Less than or equal to 5 means you need to start from 0. You need to start from less than or equal to 5, no? X is equal to 0 plus 1 till x is equal to 5. Instead of this, simply P of x is equal to 6, you subtract from 1, you will get the same answer ma. So 1 minus 6C6, P is what? 1 by 3, P is what? 1 by 3 power 6, and Q is what? 2 by 3 power 6 minus 6. So using the calculator, I got the value 0.999. Understand here? So x is less than or equal to 5 means x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of that, you can simply calculate 1 minus P of x is equal to 6. You will get the answer. Understand here? So very, very important problem, binomial distribution. Please go through it. Next one. Next, very, very, very important problem. Next problem. Fit a binomial distribution to the following data. X is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And number of times is what? 8, 34, 69, 43, 6. That means, how can you imagine here? So suppose x is a number of heads. When we toss a coin, x is a number of heads: 0 heads, 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head. How many times we are getting? 8 times, 34 times, 69 times, 43 times, 6 times ma. Okay, so x is what here? Number of heads. Then what he's asking here? He's asking here, fit a binomial distribution to the given data. These are the calculated frequencies. Then what we have to calculate? We have to calculate expected frequencies ma. We have to calculate expected frequencies, correct? So how to calculate to this type of problems here? First of all, if I take x is heads, so probability of head is what ma? Probability probability of getting head is what? P is equal to 1 by 2. So getting tail, Q is equal to how much ma? 1 by 2. So here n, how many times he gave here? In the problem he gave here n is equal to 160 times ma. If you add this, you can get 42, 11, 111, 111, 54, 60. So n is equal to how many times ma? 160 times he is tossing a coin. Okay. So now what you have to calculate? You need to calculate okay, this is n, right? N is equal to 160 times. So now what you have to calculate? You need to calculate expected frequencies, correct? So how to calculate expected frequency? From the recurrence relation we have, what we have, so f of x, theoretical frequency is f of x is equal to n into p of capital X is equal to small x. This is the formula ma. This is the formula, right? So from the recurrence relation we have this, or from the expected frequencies we have this formula, right? Now first of all, so for which case x is equal to 0, right? For x is equal to 0, if I take x is equal to 0, so what is the formula here? N is how much ma? 160, and p of capital X is equal to x is what? NC 0, p is what? 1 by 2 power 0, q is what? 1 by 2 power n is how much ma? 160 times, no? N is how much? Maximum how much? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right here n is equal to 4. Acha, NC 4C 4 minus 0. Okay, so n is 4 ma, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to capital N is what? 160 times. Capital N is what? 160. So what I get here? 160 into 4C naught is how much? 1. Anything power 0 is 1. 1 by 2 power 4. 1 by 16. How much I am getting? 10 I am getting. That means calculated frequency 8, but expected frequency how much we got? We got 10. Understand here? What is the formula to fit a binomial distribution? F of x is equal to n into p of capital X is equal to small x, right? What is capital N here? Total number of times, how many times you throw it ma. Okay, so what is n here? Here number of coins we throw, that means 4 coins, or number of heads we got maximum 4 heads, n is equal to 4. Next, similarly, if x is equal to 1, what is the formula? 160 into right, the p of capital X is equal to 1, that means 160 into 4C1, 1 by 2 power 1, 1 by 2 power 4 minus 1. So 160 into how much we get here? 4 into 1 by 16. That means, so 40 I get ma. How much I get here? 40 I am getting, correct? So calculated how many we got? We got 34. When we calculated expected, we got 40, right? Next, x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 may 160 into p of x is equal to 2. So 160 4C2 1 by 2 whole square 1 by 2 power 4 minus 2. So 160 into 4C2 is how much ma? 4 into 3 by 1 into 6, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. That means 60 I am getting. How much I am getting? I am getting 60. He got 69. We are getting 60. Next, for x is equal to 3. For x is equal to 3, 160 into p of x is equal to 3 is equal to 160 into 4C3 1 by 2 whole cube 1 by 2 power 4 minus 1. So 160 into 4C3 is how much again? 4. 1 by 8 into 1 by 2. So I get 40. Correct? Next one, last one, if x is equal to 4. So 160 into p of x is equal to 4. 160 4C4 1 by 2 power 4 1 by 2 power 4 minus 4. 160 into 1 into 1 by 16 will give you 10. Correct? If you add these all values, again you should get same 160 ma. See here, 50, 150 plus 10, 160. Understand? So at the end, you have to write it like this. So therefore, so x is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And calculated frequency is how much? 8, 34, 69, 43, 6. And expected frequencies, what you have to write? Expected frequencies, how much we got? 10, 40, 60, 40, 10. This total is 160 and this total also 160. So like this, you need to fit a binomial distribution to the given data. You need to fit a binomial distribution to the given data. This formula is important. F of x is equal to n into p of capital X is equal to x. P value probability, q value 1 minus p, and n is equal to number of heads 4, and capital N is what? Total values. So substitute x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this formula, you will get the expected frequencies. Okay. See the next problem. Average number of accidents on any day on a road is 1.8. Find probability at least one accident, at most one accident. What is asking here? So he gave here average number of accidents on any day is how much ma? 1.8. That means mean he gave here. Whenever he gave mean, so try to solve this problem using Poisson distribution ma. So right. So given average lambda is equal to how much? 1.8. Given average lambda is equal to how much ma? 1.8. Then what is the first bit he's asking? He's asking find the probability at least one accident. That means first one at least one. That means P of capital X is greater than or equal to 1. Minimum 1. So maximum it can be no, you cannot decide, right? So minimum it can be one accident ma. So that means 1 minus P of X is equal to 0. Why? Because 1 minus P of X is equal to 0. If it starts from 1, it can go for up to infinity. So it will take a lot of time to solve. So instead of solving that, total probability is how much? Maximum 1. So subtract x is equal to 0. That means no accident is happened. So you will get the answer of 1 to infinity. So 1 minus, what is Poisson distribution formula? E power minus lambda into lambda power x by x factorial. That means 1 minus e power lambda, how much he gave ma? 1.8. 1.8 power 0 by 0 factorial. So take the calculator and simplify it. We got the answer 0.8347. We got the answer 0.8347 ma. Next, the second bit is what he's asking. At most, maximum how much? At most 1. Maximum how much? So maximum how much ma? 1. So x is less than or equal to 1. So simply you can calculate x is equal to 0 plus x is equal to 1. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So for x is equal to 0, what is the formula? E power minus lambda, lambda power x by x factorial. This value already we, okay. And here e power minus 1.8, 1.8 power 1 by 1 factorial. So take the calculator and simplify it. You will get 0.4628. 0.4628. Understand here? So like this, you need to solve this problem using binomial distribution. Okay. Next, very important problem. So fit a Poisson distribution to the following data. So previously one problem we did fitting a binomial distribution, right? Now here was the similar problem. We have to fit a Poisson distribution, right? So to fit a Poisson distribution, what we need? We need lambda value ma, correct? We need lambda. So what is lambda here? Mean, no. So mean lambda is equal to, what is the formula? Mean formula sigma f into x by sigma f ma. Sigma f into xi by sigma f. You can write fi into xi by sigma fi. Fi into xi means what? This into this. So 0. So 1 into 156 plus 2 into 69 is how much ma? 2 9s are 18, 2 6 are 12, 130, 138, then 81, then 20 plus 5 divided by total frequency. How much he says? He says total frequency is how much ma? 400. Total frequency how much he says? 400. So 156 means 280, 360, 380, 386, 86, 94, 100. That means 400. So 400 by 400. So 400 by 400. What is 400 by 400 ma? 1. So lambda is equal to 1 I got. So what I got here? Lambda is equal to 1. So mean I calculated. Now expected frequencies, right? So expected frequencies formula is what? N into P of capital X is equal to small x. Formula is same. Only thing is what? There you have to use binomial distribution. Here you have to use Poisson distribution. N into what is Poisson distribution? E power minus lambda into lambda power x by x factorial. There we used binomial distribution formula. Here you have to use Poisson distribution formula, right? So first case, for x is equal to 0. For x is equal to 0, so what is the formula? N is what? Capital N is equal to how much ma here? Here capital N is equal to how much? 400. Capital N is equal to how much? 400. So 400 into e power minus lambda. Lambda value is how much? 1. 1 power x is what? 0 by 0 factorial. So e power minus 1 will give you taking calculator and solve it. So I am getting the value 147.15. 147.15. So it is approximately how much ma? 147 only. Correct. Next one, for x is equal to 1, 400 into e power minus 1, 1 power 1 by 1 factorial. Substitute in this formula. So for this case also I am getting 1 power 1 is 1 only. So same value 147.15 will give you 147 only. Next, for x is equal to 2. For x is equal to 2, I get 400 into e power lambda is 1, 1 square by 2 factorial. So I am getting 200 into e power minus 1. That means half value this ma. Half value this means, correct? So how much I get here? 73.5. So it will give you approximately 74. Correct? 73.5. 74. Next, for x is equal to 3. For x is equal to 3. Till how much he gave? Okay, x is equal to 5. It will come. Okay, we will see. Right. X is equal to 3. So how much I get here? 400 into e power minus 1. 1 cube by 3 factorial. Correct? 1 cube by 3 factorial. So how much I get here? Using calculator. So 400 into e power minus 1 by 6. Using calculator I am getting 24.53. 24.53. So it can be considered as 25. It can be taken as 25 ma. Next, other two values will solve here. For x is equal to 4. For x is equal to 4. 400 into e power minus 1, 1 power 4 by 4 factorial. So 400 into e power minus 1 by how much it is? 624. So using calculator I am getting 6.13 ma. How much I am getting? 6.13 is nothing but 6. 6.13 is nothing but 6. Next, for x is equal to 5, last one, x is equal to 5, 400 into e power lambda value is how much ma? 1, 1 power, lambda power x, 1 power 5 by 5 factorial. So 5 factorial is what? 120. 400 into e power minus 1 by 120, we are getting approximately 1.23 is nothing but 1. 1.23 is nothing but how much ma? 1. These are the expected frequencies. So you at the end you have to write calculated frequencies and expected frequencies. Expected frequencies, how much it is? Given 142, 156, 69, 27, 5 and 1. What we calculated ma? 147, 147, 74, 25, 6 and 1. So these are the values which we expected, and these are the values which he gave in the problem. Calculated frequencies and expected frequencies. Otherwise you can write these are the observed frequencies. Also you can write observed frequencies. If you do total, you should get how much? 400, 280, 350, 370, 370, 381, 382, 382, then 14, 396, 400. Okay. So like this you need to fit a Poisson distribution to the given data. Formula is very, very important. N into, what is the formula? N into P of capital X is equal to X. There we used binomial distribution formula. Here you have to use Poisson distribution formula and take X is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lambda is what? 1. Substitute the values using calculator. You will get the answer. Okay. Next. Okay. See the next problem. If the masses of 300 students are normally distributed with mean 68 kg and standard deviation 3 kgs. What is asking here? How many have masses greater than 72 kg? Means how many students is asking. How many students have masses 72 greater than 72 kg, then less than or equal to 64, then between 64 and 71 he is asking. Okay. So this problem is on normal distribution. This problem is on normal distribution. Very, very important problem here, normal distribution problem. So what he gave here, given mean. What is mean? Mean can we take it as mu. How much he gave? 68 kgs. Standard deviation sigma is equal to how much he gave? 3 kgs he gave. So what is the first bit he is asking? He is asking how many students have masses greater than 72 kg. How many students have masses greater than 72 kg? So first bit, to solve first bit, so what you have to calculate? P of capital X is greater than 72. P of capital X is greater than 72 you have to calculate. So to calculate this, what is the Z value we have here? Z value is what? This one you need to calculate, right? So here Z is equal to X minus mu by sigma. Z is equal to what? X minus mu by sigma. That means what is the X value here? X is 72 and minus mu is how much? 68. Sigma is how much? 3. So 4 by 3. 4 by 3, how much it is? 4 by 3, 1.33. 4 by 3 is how much? 1.33. It is greater than 0. So we have 6 cases, right? If it is greater than 0, so P of capital X is greater than 72 is equal to, what we get here? 0.5 minus area of 1.3. 0.5 minus area of 1.3. From normal distribution table, 0.5 minus area of 1.3 value is how much? 0.4082. How much? 0.4082. That means it will give you 0.0918. 0.0918. So therefore, number of students you have to calculate, no? Number of students who have more than 72. So 300 into 0.0918. So approximately we are getting 28 students. See here, very simple. What we have to do, first of all, you need to calculate variable Z. Variable Z formula is what? X minus mu by sigma. X value is what? 72. So mu is, he gave 68, standard deviation sigma is 3, substitute 1.33. We have cases when we have to calculate greater than, if it is Z value is greater than 0, so 0.5 minus area of 1.3. If Z is less than 0, then if Z is less than 0, then formula will be 0.5 plus area of Z1. So area of 1.3, this value is from normal distribution table. Okay, normal distribution table. So 1.3 value is how much? 0.4082. So substitute in that. So we got 0.0918. Total students 300. So multiply by 300, you will get the number of students who have masses greater than 72. Correct. What is next bit? Second bit, less than or equal to 64. What is next bit? Less than or equal to 64. This one you need to calculate. So what is Z here? Z is equal to X minus mu by sigma. X is what? 64 minus mu is 68 by 3 minus 4 by 3 means minus 1.33 is less than 0. Minus 1.33 is less than 0. So for this case, P of X is less than or equal to 64 is equal to 0.5 minus area of 1.33 we have. What is the formula? Area of 1.33. Same. This one also 2 cases we have. So this minus indicate negative direction. So 0.5 minus same value 0.4082, 0.0918. So number of students who have less than or equal to 64 kg, 300 into 0.0918. This one also approximately you get 28 students. This one also approximately how many students we are getting? 28 students. Then coming to the next bit, what is the next bit? Between 64 and 71. So what is the third bit? P of 64 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to 71. This you have to calculate. That means this one can be taken as Z1 is less than or equal to Z is less than or equal to Z2. Z1 is less than or equal to Z is less than or equal to Z2 you have to take, right? So what is your okay, X1, no, not Z1. X1 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to X2. Sorry, not Z, X1, right? So X1 is what? 64 and X2 is what? 71. Here X1 is equal to 64, X2 is equal to 71. So calculate Z1 Z1 is equal X1 minus mu by sigma. 64 minus 68 by 3 will give you minus 1.33. 1 is less than 0. Z2 is what? 71 minus 68 by 3. So 3 by 3, 1 is greater than 0. 1 is less than 0 and another one is what? Greater than 0 we got. 1 is less than 0 and another one is what we got? Greater than 0. So therefore, if 1 is less than 0 and another one is greater than 0, sorry, between 65 it is, sorry, between 65, extremely sorry, between 65, so 65, so here 65, so 65, okay, so it will give you minus 1, right, minus 1, 1 is less than 0 and another one is greater than 0, okay, between 65 and 71, not 64. So anyhow, if it is 64, then take the table value from 1.33. So how much we got? 1 is less than 0 and another one is greater than 0. So P of minus 1 is less than or equal to Z is less than or equal to 1 is equal to, what is the formula? Area of Z2 plus area of Z1. That means area of 1 plus area of minus 1. So minus 1 in the sense is 1 only. So this will give you 2 area of 1. So 2 area of 1 means 2 into table value area of 1 is what? 0.3413. Table value how much ma? 0.3413 will give you 0.6826. So therefore, number of students is equal to 300 into 0.6826. Approximately we are getting 205 students ma. Approximately how many students we are getting? 205 students. Like this, you need to solve when between is given. You take x1 and x2, calculate z1 and z2, see less than 0 and greater than 0. If both are positive, here you get minus. If one is less than and one is greater than, you will get plus. Take the normal distribution table and solve it. You will get the answer. Understand here? So these are the few problems which we have in binomial, which we have in binomial and normal, okay, binomial, normal and Poisson distribution ma, okay. So please go through these all problems and practice these all problems so that you will become perfect in this topic ma, okay, fine, thank you.